All right, people. We're back with another episode number 12. Is this what it is?
Yep. Yep.
12 episodes in. I'm very, very excited about this episode because it is our all-time fantasy draft. So as you guys know, our last couple of episodes, we've done our fantasy drafts by position. Today, we're going straight up all-time players. We've got 45 guys. Everybody gets 15 picks, and we're literally building a team. Like, it isn't just like you pick a bunch of just random small forwards or power forwards or whatever. No, everybody's picking to build a team, and we're going to compare based off of whose team would beat who or whatever. Whatever the criteria is you want for that. So stay tuned for that. I'm very, very excited. As I always say, don't forget to like and subscribe the video if you're watching on YouTube, and download us on Apple Pods and Spotify and all of that good stuff. Before we get into the draft, which we're going to get into very shortly, there was an NBA rumor that happened. I think it really opened up last week and it kind of died down. So it was the Goran Dragic thing. Obviously, we talk about him wanting to get bought out by Toronto. And what happened last week was a lot of talk about Dallas being the team to come in and get him after getting bought out, to sign him for cheap and get him to pair along with Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis and Tim Hardaway Jr. So, Blake, were you pro a Goran Dragic buyout with Toronto from both sides when you look at both teams and everything?
I am. I think either way he'll be successful, but I'm kind of leaning towards the Mavericks move. When you think about the pieces they already have, Jalen Brunson, Tim Hardaway, Josh Green, rookie coming off the bench again, Kristaps Porzingis. I think they can. If you adding him, he brings you that experience, having already been in the finals, proven playoff performer. Adding that experience, that scoring, that facilitated, it takes a lot of pressure off Luka. You see last year that, not last year, but last season, the Clippers series where he was cooking them the first like 2 or 3 games, and then they kind of figured it out. They figured him out, and they just kind of stuck because that whole offense was just running through them.
Yeah.
So I think it will provide a different dimension to their offense, one that they really need.
Yeah. Carl, thoughts on it?
Yeah, I would just say the way Blake said it, basically he was saying like Luka will be cooking them. I'm going more in depth with though. Luka will be cooking them like the first 1 to 3 quarters, and then that fourth quarter, his legs will be shot, and he really can't do anything because he expended so much energy scoring on them boys. He was lighting them boys up the first three.
Yeah. He was killing them in those first quarters.
Like 35 the first 3 quarters of game 2, I think. But then in the fourth quarter, he wouldn't have nothing left, and they could just double him, and he'd kind of turn the ball over because he's tired. So I think if Goran Dragic was maybe on that team, I think they probably don't blow that lead against the Clippers, and they probably beat them. But we don't know. But anyway, I'm probably him with the Raptors wouldn't be a bad idea because he's still an upcoming young team, so they could use some veteran-like players. So I'm not saying he shouldn't play with the Raptors, but obviously the Mavericks would be a better choice because with him, probably can go to the Western Conference Finals on that team with Luka and Porzingis and Tim.
Yeah, 100% true. And it all comes down to what Dragic wants, right? Like, do you want to sit on a Raptors team that I think is going to be good enough to make the playoffs? And we talked about, you guys mentioned the young talent they already have. A really solid addition was Precious Achiuwa. He kind of solved some of their interior issues that, they had last season. Having, I think it does a lot for him. But as far as going to Dallas, you're now into position to where you're possibly a Western Conference Finals contending team versus probably being a team that'll lose in the first or second round of the Eastern Conference, playoffs or whatever. So I'm down for it for sure. And as I said, it really comes down to Goran Dragic. Carl mentioned, what Luka was able to do against the Clippers. It all came down to, him not really having a super reliable second option. We always talk about Tim Hardaway Jr. and Carl and I always had that conversation about if he's a reliable, second option or whatever. And he really isn't, we always had the conversation that, about how much they should extend him for. I don't think his current yearly salary is that much higher than what it was before.
It might be a couple more million.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit over what he was.
Because at the time he was balling, he balled them first couple games. I was telling Tom, I was like, there's no way he shouldn't be making just as much money as Tobias Harris for the 76ers. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
But still, I would I don't know, because their talents are very like similar.
Yeah.
Like they're both shooters at a nice like 6'6", 6'5", 6'6" height. They can shoot three and get to the basket, but yeah, he kind of let me down.
Yeah. I mean, just inconsistent and kind of a volume shooter, not a bad player, you know. But I remember too, like those first couple of games, like, is this dude a $25 million a year player? And then, as you mentioned, kind of goes on throughout the season, kind of falls off a little bit. We also talk about Kristaps Porzingis, you know, and is he reliable as a second option? And when Dallas went out and got him, that was what the hope would be. The whole hope was that we had this Luka and Kristaps Porzingis, you know, a dynamic duo. And, you know, and some of it, we could talk about that. You could put a lot of blame on Porzingis, but a lot of it could also be the Carlisle system. As Blake mentioned, so much of that offense ran solely through Luka. It kind of seemed like Porzingis was an afterthought. Sometimes it seemed like he was an afterthought even behind Tim Hardaway Jr. I mean, you just kind of having him out there as a catch and shoot guy. You know, maybe under Jason Kidd, we kind of see a return to what he was doing in New York. Because I remember talking to somebody too. I remember saying he's just not getting, you know, Porzingis just isn't getting the same looks that he got when he was a Knick. And somebody said, well, no, look, here he's got the ball in the post. But at the same time, when you're not comfortable throughout the entirety of a game in an offense, it's tough to just get, you know, for him, it's tough for him to just try to get in that rhythm or whatever. So, and he's not a superstar player. So, you know, I don't know if he's got that turn it on, turn it off just like that. I don't know. I mean, would y'all say he does?
I mean, no. I mean, you got to understand where he was coming from in New York. He was really that guy that you look to go get me a bucket, go score. So, I mean, coming from there to Dallas where you've got Luka, Luka's that guy. It's kind of like, okay, now you got to take a back seat.
Yeah.
It's just my thing. He has superstar talent and ability. It's just a matter of can he kind of maybe what he did with the Knicks with the Mavs. And I don't think he can because honestly, I think the biggest problem is he always hurt.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
even
that,
if he does,
that and Luka's
he's always
dominating.
hurt.
Yeah. That and Luka's dominating ball. So
That's true.
Do you guys have faith in Jason Kidd to kind of come in and change some things as far as that goes? Like, do you think he can come in and put Porzingis into better positions to you know, maybe be 25 a game or whatever? It's something that we knew he could be his entire career.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because it is the thing. I think that threw Porzingis off. He was just kind of becoming a catch and shoot type of player. He can catch and shoot, but you can tell it was making him uncomfortable because he was starting to miss shots he normally make.
That's the more I need the ball. He was optimized that. Yeah.
He's the type of player I need the ball in my hands. I get down on the post. I shoot a little Dirk fadeaway, and I do what I need to do. He's not a catch and shoot player per se, so that's why his numbers kind of dip. In shooting.
Mm-hmm. And you also mentioned health too. I think that's something I always forget when I'm talking about Porzingis. He's just never consistently healthy. So I think, you know, getting a guy like Dragic to kind of sum it all up, you know, gives them another option, another great facilitator, another guy who can take a lot of stress off of Luka. And, you know, on Toronto's side of things too, like, you know, having that experience and, you know, that's a lot of guards out there too. Like, what do you think their ceiling is? Let's say like, you know, Dragic just does end up staying, which is a possibility. What do you think Toronto's ceiling is next season down the Eastern Conference? First round?
Yeah.
Are they play-in? Are they just a play-in team or are they a lock for the playoffs?
They probably
it depends. I mean, it can go either way, really. Yeah, I can't really give them like a set spot because it's kind of unpredictable.
I don't see them being number 6 seed, so they probably 8, maybe 7 at the best.
Yeah,
and that's still playing.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting that playing.
I don't see them getting anything higher than 5.
I keep forgetting that playing is 7-8, which sucks.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's 7. That 7 gives me broke. What if 7 is like 4 or 5 games above 8? Why am I fighting for the playoffs?
Yeah, that's very true. I think, and for Dragic too, like I said, it just makes more sense. He's at a point where he's old. He's been an all-star, once or twice in his career? How many all-stars does Goran Dragic have? I think he's got one.
Just one.
At least one.
And he's got a most improved, but, you know, he's an older guy. So at this point, he's definitely ring chasing. I don't think there's anything he has to prove from an individual player standpoint. He wants a championship. So I know, though, they said.
Well, if he won a championship, you know,
there you go.
We got a few. We got one extra roster spot open.
I don't think you do.
No,
We don't. We can cut somebody. We can just,
unless you want to sign him for like $50 or something like that, like on a $50 year.
I mean, we can. That's the MLE.
Yeah, that's below minimum wage. That's below minimum wage. That's like against the law. But
we could just slide them some bucks under the table, not tell maybe they get fined.
Yeah. Ignore the cap.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think for him, it's a smart decision to reconsider. Like I said, right now, it seems like the ball's in his court. Like if he wants to ask for that buyout, he can go out there and get it. If he just doesn't want to play, that can 100% just happen for him. So, I think if he wants to win a title, there are a bunch of other spots that I think would, be great for him. Are there any other teams that, you think could use a guy like Goran Dragic? Let's say he gets bought out and use him for cheap. Like, is there a squad out there that you think can get a pick me up from him?
I think the Celtics.
That's the first team I'm thinking about.
That's a good one.
That's first.
I would say that if they hadn't signed Schroeder,
that's the thing. That's the thing.
That's right.
And then how much also, we talk about Peyton Pritchard and his development. There's a lot of excitement about what he did in the offseason with the summer league. And I talked about that pro-am game a couple weeks ago. Do we want to just totally push him to the side? You know what I mean? As behind Schroeder in the rotation or whatever, I don't know. But obviously for Boston, I don't think they're at a point where they really want to develop young guys. They want to win a title. You know what I mean? And they want to get over the hump. So
too bad.
Yeah.
The Clippers, the Clippers. I think the Clippers maybe.
Or the Sixers. I don't know. It's a plethora.
I like the Sixers. So let's say we don't trade Ben. Well, it's not going to happen. He's getting traded. Let's say we don't trade Ben Simmons, and I don't know how their cap looks right now, but let's say the Sixers don't trade Ben Simmons and get Goran Dragic for like a super cheap contract, which is how it's going to look. What do you think that does for Philadelphia? Because now they have that extra score.
Yeah, not a lot.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Really? Let me argue.
It does something, but it's just the point. They still don't have enough scoring to hang with the Nets and Bucks.
Okay, and it's all relative. It's all relative to
them. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah,
I think Ben Simmons is getting traded anyway.
Yeah, that's why I said it. I was like, "There's no way Ben Simmons comes out of this offseason."
Oh yeah, that boy probably already sold his house. He out of there.
That's true. And he's willing to. They said he's like willing to take that fine. Like, is it like a 1.3 million fine?
Yep.
I'm not staying here.
That's how you know you want to leave.
Yeah,
you want to take the fine.
That's hilarious, bro. You want to leave so bad, you willing?
I take his fine. I take the money.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I really like the Philadelphia picking up Goran Dragic move. Like who knows? Maybe look at Brooklyn. They aren't the healthiest team, so they're all. There's always in the East. There's going to be a little slot you can push into. There's always that chance of being lucky. Especially in the Eastern Conference and also in the West. We saw it last season, so who knows what'll happen? But I was very disappointed, when I went back and looked at the news that the Goran Dragic buyout rumors seemed to be like BS. That kind of pissed me off because I've been advocating for Goran Dragic to Dallas for maybe like the last year or so, and now, their best opportunity is getting them for cheap because we always talked about their cap space and all of that. And it just doesn't seem like it'll go through. Who knows? Maybe something happens in the next couple of days. To dispel the rumors or whatever that he doesn't want to get bought out. But hopefully something's able to work out. I want to see Goran Dragic get into a position where you can win a title. What are you saying?
Yeah, because you always talking about Toronto and them being young and drafting some good players with Scotty Barnes and other players they drafted. Mm-hmm. Who do you think is the next young team to kind of just take that step?
From being just a young team to winning a title, or maybe in a really good...
from being probably just not a playoff team into like a kind of 5th, 6th seed. That's a big jump, obviously, but it's happened before. But kind of just taking a big jump as far as I didn't make the playoffs last year, but I'm going to make it this year, and I'm like 10 games above 500. I'm just not an 8 seed. I'm like a legit,
We're talking about just teams with young cores.
Yeah. Team with young cores.
Then my number one would be Toronto.
Houston.
I'd say Houston too, because and Blake mentioned it before. Houston has a very good blend of veteran to young talent. So I think Houston. I could see Detroit. If I say Houston, I definitely got to say Detroit. So I could see Detroit.
Yeah. I think mine would probably be. This probably shocks me. I think mine would be the Spurs.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I'm waiting because them dudes, I know they've been in the league probably 3 years. Mm-hmm. So they're a little bit older than the other teams you all mentioned, but I think eventually they're going to pick it up together because they've been right there like over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Like right there at the 9th seed trying to get in.
Just missed the play-in. Were they in the play-in this? They lost.
They keep getting bumped out by the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies keep messing them up.
That's true. That's true. They didn't make the playoffs in the bubble either, did they? Yeah. That's very true. And there is some trade scenario. I read a Bleacher Report article with the trade scenario that could end up landing them Buddy Hield, that I think benefited both sides. And I don't remember what the trade is in particular, but no, I like the Spurs a lot. I think, you mentioned him, Keldon Johnson, we talked about it a couple episodes ago, him being able to play on Team USA and his development through there is going to be super important. DeJounte Murray, I think Lonnie Walker is going to make a huge leap. Derek White has shown a lot of strides, and I think he's one of Coach Pop's favorite players right now. Not saying that he's really picking favorites right now in the first place, but yeah, and Thaddeus Young. Bryn Forbes is back. He's got finals experience. I mentioned Thaddeus Young, is a really good locker room guy and gives them some defensive versatility off the bench. San Antonio is a team not too many people should sleep on for sure.
Yeah. Do you think because it's been rumored probably over the last 2 years that Pop is going to retire. When do you think that time is going to come? You think it's coming up?
I hope it's never. Pop is probably my favorite coach in the NBA. I have no idea.
How old is he? How old is he now?
Probably 70.
Yeah. Greg Popovich age. Let's look that up.
70. I'm guessing, but I'm getting right. 72.
Damn, 72. He's right on that.
He's right.
I'll give him 3 or 4 more years.
Yeah, I think so too. And I mean, there's also the Team USA thing too. I don't think this is going to be his last Olympics he coaches, and I could be completely wrong. So
no, you're not. You probably coach.
Yeah.
One more. Might coach FIBA too.
A lot can happen. I
yeah. Carl. It's crazy because we talked about it actually last episode, but DeAndre Jordan intends to sign with the Los Angeles Lakers. I want to talk about this trade, and it was a really weird one, but basically let's break down how it all came to be. Brooklyn received Jahlil Okafor, and the big name I want to kind of talk about a little bit in this trade was Sekou Doumbouya. I think I'm saying his name right.
You are.
And so they traded. Brooklyn ended up getting those two guys. And in return, the Pistons got a couple of second-round picks from 2022 and 2027, 2024 second-rounder, and also DeAndre Jordan is out, and now DeAndre Jordan plans on getting bought out, and he wants to go and join the Lakers. We spent a little bit of time talking about it, but Carl, what do you think realistically of your new addition? And like I said, it may be a little bit redundant because we did talk about it last episode, but what do you think of your addition of DeAndre Jordan? I think he gets no playing time, but go ahead.
Oh, no, he probably won't, but I just know this. Marc Gasol is out, and I'm not mad about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't. But I was kind of like, DeAndre Jordan, he clearly want him a ring. It's kind of getting obvious with these players. They want one thing. They just want their ring. They don't even care about money no more.
Yeah.
So he's not going to play. I know that, but I don't. That's all I got on it for it because it's just
it's kind of like a what the hell, But and like I said last episode, everything at this point is about insurance. You never know who's going to get hurt, and you're always going to need a guy. We saw when Anthony Davis got hurt. Defensively there were some. I don't know if there were a ton of defensive struggles when AD got hurt, but
it was scoring. It was a scoring.
It came down to offense. Yeah, it came to offense. But maybe he gives you some more insurance as a rim protector. But other than that, like I said last time, I don't really see his value as a defender right now. I mean, I don't know how great of a switch defender he is. And we see that in the West, everybody's hunting big men. Everyone's hunting those 7-footers that can't switch on the guards. He's not much outside of a pick and roll lob threat. As I mentioned, not a great, passer out of the pick and roll like we see big men do all the time in the NBA today. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not, just crapping on DeAndre Jordan right now, but it just I want to talk about it a little bit because it happened, but it was kind of
yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
What about you, Blake?
I told Ty I wanted to see DeAndre Jordan and Dwight Howard run pick and rolls all game.
Oh my God.
Ugliest thing in the NBA.
I don't know, man. I think it's just like Ty, y'all was saying, it's just for insurance. But I really want to know where y'all getting all this cap space from.
Oh, we got money. Question. We got money. We're definitely over the cap. Don't be.
No doubt.
God, y'all have to be over.
Are y'all number one in terms of just no cap space left? I got to go back and look at the chart, but
I'm pretty sure. But what people don't understand is when they say you don't have cap left, you can go over it.
You can't go over it. It's a luxury tax. Isn't it called luxury tax?
It's a luxury tax.
Yeah.
It's a luxury tax.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I kind of hate about it, though. It's not like baseball. Baseball, you can go over it, period. Mm-hmm. It don't even matter. You can go over it.
That baseball money is endless.
Those guys stupid money. And some of
the owners pay the what's name over the lucky tax, but
yeah. And some of them don't even like baseball for real too. Like it's like
they don't. They just there for the money.
Yeah. But I talked about Sekou being picked up. Detroit giving up on, not even giving up. I don't want to say they gave up on him, but Detroit giving him up in that trade. He was a guy I wanted to see develop a little bit, as a two-way player. And now Detroit gets a guy who can defend, at a pretty high level, can defend multiple positions. He's going to continue to grow offensively. I think that's an underrated pick, and I'd like to see him in their rotation on a consistent basis. So I wanted to touch on that just a little bit. But I think Sekou was a really underrated name in that trade. So,
good young piece. Good, great.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
good young piece.
Were there any thoughts on that? I mean, quick little transaction that was made. None other.
Good for depth and bench depth, really.
Yeah, I agree.
Come playoff time, you're going to need the young legs.
Yeah. And Jahlil Okafor going to Brooklyn too, like he's always been somewhat of an effective big guy. I think he never really got the chance to shine or whatever, but we talk about Brooklyn not having a sufficient amount of size, not that they really needed it, but, like I said, just insurance. I don't know if he's going to get a lot of clock over, Nick Claxton or whatever. I think Sekou may get a lot more time prioritized over Jahlil Okafor too, but he's a big who can pass. He can score around the post, give you some more offensive versatility. Mm-hmm. We've seen them kind of incorporate post-up offense. Especially when Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge were there. So we'll see what happens. But I'm pretty excited to see what they're able to do with that. So I think that takes us to the best part of the show. The all-time draft, fellas.
Let's get it going, man.
Don't forget, we got 45 names. 45 total names and 15. And I'm writing everything down on paper, so just be mindful of the team that you're building, draft wisely, and all of that good stuff. But we've got our names. I have nothing else to say. Does anybody have anything to say ahead of the draft?
No, let's get this.
Get it in?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, fellas. Same order. Blake's number 1. I'm number 2 and Carl is number 3. No tricks this time, actually.
Yeah. I know who top picking too.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know, because he be going back and forth between these two. I don't know who he gonna pick second.
Yeah.
I know. I think I know.
We'll see what happens. Blake, are you ready for your first overall pick in this draft?
I've been ready. I've been ready for a very long time.
With the first overall pick, I'm gonna write position down here. So first overall pick, Blake.
Michael Jordan.
So your first shooting guard is Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Y'all could have just skipped to the second pick.
Right. All right. My first overall pick. Sorry for my charger dropping. My first overall pick, I'm going with LeBron James. He's probably the model guy as far as building around people. So I'm going with LeBron.
Well, it gives me the cold, most skilled basketball player ever, probably.
Yes, sir.
Just give me him. And then I'm gonna go back to back with it and get KD.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Blake.
I need a point guard. Give me Steph.
Okay.
Dang, that's a good pick.
Steph and Mike. That's a really good one. I don't want to. I would say I haven't made my pick yet, so I can say his name. But I would say Magic. But the Magic and LeBron fit will be kind of weird. But
that's what I was thinking with Jordan, and now I was kind of.
I think a Jordan Magic fit would have made more sense than a Jordan or a Magic LeBron fit. But I'm actually, what the hell? LeBron can play with anybody. I'm gonna go with Magic.
Might as well. Yeah.
Okay. Dang. See, I was gonna get Magic because I don't. It's really no point in having James Harden and Kobe Bryant play together.
Yeah, no. And you can slide guys at different positions. You can definitely slide.
I know, but that would just be weird. They're like known for so much scoring. That's too much clogging for real.
Yeah,
they just be sitting around. Just give me Allen Iverson.
Nice.
Okay. Who else?
Give me need me a center, Kareem.
Okay.
All right. Give me Shaq at center.
Dang, I should have said Shaq.
I was praying you wouldn't pick him, Carl.
Yeah, Kareem, whatever.
Give me Hakeem as my center.
Nice.
Carl's almost done with the starting lineup, by the way.
Power forward. Give me Timmy.
Tim Duncan, nice.
Then get to the 6-man, or not really 6-man, but now I pick James Harden.
Okay. Once you get past that starter, you can really build up.
Yeah. You can really pick whatever at that point.
Okay. Blake, who are you going with?
Give me Larry.
Larry Bird?
Oh, I forgot about Larry Bird. For real.
Yep.
Okay. My power forward, should I go with? I'm going to go with Kevin Garnett as my power forward. I think I have I think I have the most skilled front court. So our skilled set of big men right now. KG.
I got the most scores.
Yeah.
No, I don't know about that now.
Oh, I got Kobe.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Bro,
now.
look, Kobe, James Harden, KD. Come on, bro.
Steph, Jordan, Larry, and Shaq. And just pick your two, Carl.
I got you. Give me Chuck.
Okay. As your 7th man.
And then give me
Tough, ain't it? Playing with house money, Carl. Dang.
I'm gonna pick him early. Give me.
Who'd you pick?
I picked Dame. I said
he picked Dame.
Picked Dame pretty early there.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Blake.
My turn. Give me Giannis.
Okay. Damn. Took Giannis from me. Okay, I got a shooting guard. I'm going with D Wade as my starting shooting guard.
Okay.
Nice pick. Should I get another guard or forward?
Don't think too hard now.
I'm gonna get a small forward splash. They can dribble a little bit. I'm gonna get Carmelo.
Get Melo.
And then I'm gonna get Russ.
Melo Russ. Okay.
Yep.
All right, Blake.
Let's see. Let's see.
You want to get in the camera, buddy?
Give me. Y'all, I was picking because my computer's right here.
Okay.
Give me. This is kind of tough.
Have you hurry up and pick?
Give me Scotty.
Scottie Pippen as your 6th man.
Yep. Gotta get that Scotty and Jordan pair.
Okay. I will take as my 6th man. As my 6th man, I'm gonna go with
No, don't do it. Better not do it. Don't touch him.
As my 6th man, I'm gonna go with I don't know, Carl. At my 6th.
Come on, Carl. Come on, Ty. Come on,
I'll go with Will as my 6th man.
Boom. Okay. Okay. I got Dirk.
I forgot he was on here. That's a good one.
Dirk. I almost picked him.
Yeah. I got Dirk, and then I'm gonna pick Tracy McGrady.
Okay.
I don't want to make this pick, but just talent based, I'm gonna pick Karl Malone.
Okay.
Yeah, I keep.
Oh Lord, Karl Malone.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Let me go with. Give me actually. I'll take John Stockton. Gotta get some love to John Stockton.
Cool.
Come on, Carl.
I need a big or another big and a. Give me David Robinson.
The Admiral.
Ooh, good pick.
And then give me Jason Kidd.
J Kidd, okay.
Give me
got one pick left, Carl.
I do?
Yep. Okay.
Give me Chris Paul.
CP3, your boy.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna counter that with I feel like I have a lot of big men already. Well, you know what? I'll counter yours with. Let me get some straight up defense. Let me go Dennis Rodman.
Ooh, good pick. I was thinking about snagging him.
Yep.
Did you say I had one pick left, or did you say? Let me see.
Because let me name who you got. You got AI, Kobe, or could you name who you have?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I can. Let me see. It was Kobe, KD, AI, Jason Kidd, my bad, James Harden, Dirk, Chuck, Tracy McGrady, Dame, David Robinson, Carmelo, Russ,
and Kareem. Yep.
Kareem. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me. Give me Kawhi.
You going Kawhi, the fun guy?
Yeah.
Now
I go check out that video with Kawhi and Drake.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
The album was mid, but I ain't gonna get into it.
Now we've got the one-on-one that the people wanted to see. Blake and Ty are just gonna go back and forth here with picks. So
let's go.
Let's go with it. Who are you taking here, Blake?
I got Pat. I got Ewing.
Going with Pat Ewing. I don't know why I made it like a one-on-one. And we're all like we all have 15 people. You going Pat Ewing?
I already picked it. Carl picked 15.
Yeah, because I picked two.
Yeah, you going two at a time. Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna go with Isaiah Thomas from Detroit.
All right. Let me get Clyde the Glide.
Nobody loves Clyde Drexler more than you do. It's like a second time. That's your second time. How many
second coming to Jesus on the way?
How many repeats do you got? How many guys you guys had before on your team? If you can remember.
Oh, I've gotten. I think I've just gotten. I've gotten 4.
Mike and Steph for sure.
Yeah, I've gotten Mike, Steph. I've gotten 5. Mike, Steph, Chris Paul, Karl Malone. No, 6. Mike, Steph, Chris Paul, Karl Malone, Patrick Ewing, Clyde Drexler. And Shaq. I got Shaq. That's 7.
Got to remember. Okay. You went with Clyde. I'm gonna go with. You went with Clyde. I'm gonna go with. I can't. Man, this is getting tough. He's gonna go with Clyde. I'm gonna go with Dr. J.
Good one.
Good one.
Blake go pick the White Howard.
I almost did. Actually, almost did.
Yeah, I know. He's pretty good back in his day. I ain't gonna act like he was.
Yeah, no doubt.
Dominique.
Dominique, I wanted Dominique.
No, I got the best team.
I'm gonna go with. I go with Pat Ewing.
I already got Pat Ewing.
You already do. I'm tripping. You do. I'm not looking right at the sheet and you saw Pat Ewing. Crap. Then let me get Moses. Let me get Moses Malone.
Yeah.
I almost picked Dwight over Moses Malone actually, but I forgot Moses Malone has a better everything. Blake, let's go.
Jerry West.
Nice.
Oh.
I'm gonna go.
I got the best team, man.
Let me check. No one had Big O, right?
Nope.
That's Blake's boy.
I'm taking Big O.
All right.
You getting Rick Barry?
Carl just instigating.
Yeah, that's all I can do. Wait, get Kevin McHale.
Hold up.
Dude,
give me Kevin McHale.
That's a nice pick. One of the best low post guys ever. All right. You got Kevin McHale. I'll go with Elgin Baylor.
Okay. Who we got left? Give me Rick Barry.
Rick Barry?
Yeah.
Emptying out the pot here. I'll go with Dwight actually here.
I think we picked everybody. I still got one more pick left.
I do too.
Anybody pick Chris Paul?
I did.
Okay.
Trying to see. There's some names left.
It has to be.
No.
Dennis Rodman, did he get picked?
I picked this. I know there are some names hidden here. Dirk, Kevin Garnett, Isaiah Thomas, Pat Ewing, Elgin Baylor, Karl Malone. All right.
Well, maybe it's not. I think
I guess we can fill out 2 more then. We can freestyle and pick from the archives of all, and we can pick just two of our own here.
All right. You want me to go first, Tom?
Yeah, go ahead.
Give me Jokic.
You going with Jokic? He stole Jokic again. He stole Jokic again, Carl.
Okay. I might have an idea for you, Ty. I don't know if, let me think.
No, no, you can't give me any tips.
Okay, my bad.
You picked Jokic. I'm gonna go with you're going modern here. So
Joel.
No, Anthony Davis.
Ooh, good.
AD. All right, that's the draft. That's the all-time draft. So what's going to end up happening is all of this is going on a graphic that is going to be put up sometime this week. You guys can choose who had the best team. This was fun. I think I did. It's probably my best draft so far.
Bro, I had the best team. Come on now.
Blake has always said he has the best, even when he clearly.
I think I legit, in terms of depth, I legit had the best team.
I think I got the most scores.
I don't think you have the best depth, Blake.
I think I do, bro. Look at my bench.
Look at all them teams. Look at all them teams, Ty. Who you think got the best depth? Honestly.
God, look at my bench, bro.
I think I'm not even gonna try to argue with y'all, but I think I have the best depth as far as depth.
Okay. Who do you think has the best scoring team? Honestly, I think I do.
You have the best scoring. You have AI, Kobe, and KD, and all
Grady
starting 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. Carl may have the best team. I don't know.
I have the best team.
We'll let you guys decide.
I can go 5 in, 5 out.
I mean, everybody can.
Everybody can.
That was dumb. Everybody literally can.
Oh, but I'm saying I could dominate on a different level.
Hey, Todd, this boy didn't think before he spoke.
Some of the best players ever, so I hope he can go 5 in.
He didn't think before he spoke. Everybody can do that.
Like, of course, everybody should be able to. But that does it for this episode, y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, download us on Apple Pods, and download us on Spotify. All of that good stuff. And yeah, we'll see you guys next episode.
Peace.
Sir,
I had the best team.